This is everything you need to know about chickenpox. Chickenpox is a highly contagious disease caused by the Varicella zoster virus. It's most common for kids under the age of 10. One of the telltale signs of chickenpox is the rash that starts as small red spots that turn into extremely itchy blisters after 12 to 24 hours. These usually appear in groups that present themselves behind the ears, on the face, on the scalp, on the chest and stomach, and on the arms and legs. Other symptoms one may experience with chickenpox include fever, tiredness, loss of appetite, and a headache. The way that this disease is identified is through a DNA swab of one of the sores. That DNA sample goes through a polymerase chain reaction test. This just tests the DNA of the virus. If the test comes back positive, that's how you confirm that you have chickenpox. Now the real question. How do you treat chickenpox? Unfortunately, there is no set treatment for chickenpox. Oftentimes, the blisters will usually crust and fall off in 1 to 2 weeks, and that's when it's considered to be safe to go back to school or work. It's unlikely to be treated by a doctor for chickenpox unless you're going to develop a serious illness from it. If so, you will be given an antiviral medication called acyclovir. At home, you can use acetaminophen for your fever. Oatmeal baths and calamine lotion can help to relieve the itching sensation of chickenpox. Most importantly, don't scratch the rash. Cut your fingernails short to limit the spread of infection. If you do scratch open a blister, wash your hands with warm water and soap for 20 seconds. So, what can someone do to reduce their symptoms and stop the spread of infection with chickenpox? It's important to get plenty of rest and drink lots of fluids so your body has time to recover. It is also important to avoid going to school until all of the blisters are crusted over. If you haven't yet, get the chickenpox vaccine. Ever since vaccination started in the US, cases of chickenpox decreased by 97%. Here are some frequently asked questions about chickenpox.
What vaccines are available?
There are 2 kinds currently available. The VAR vaccine, which treats only varicella, and the MMR vaccine, which treats measles, mumps, rubella, and varicella. Remember, varicella zoster is the virus that causes chickenpox, so these vaccines will work to prevent it.
Do I need a vaccine if I have had chickenpox?
Not necessarily. If there is a reliable history that you have had chickenpox, your body will have the antibodies built up to fight off chickenpox.
So, does that mean I'll never get chickenpox again if I've already had it once?
Unfortunately, it is possible to get it again, but it's not very common.
When should I get the chickenpox vaccine?
You should get your first dose at 1 year old, and the second dose should be between the ages of 4 and 6. If you're 13 years and older without having the vaccine, you should get 2 doses and have a minimum of 4 weeks in between each dose. The CDC came out with a wonderful fact sheet that explains a lot about chickenpox. Immunize.org also answered a lot of frequently asked questions. There's also a link provided for a calamine lotion if someone is struggling with chickenpox currently. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn all about chickenpox. These are the resources and references that I used, and please be sure to come back to this video anytime you need any questions answered about chickenpox.